In the Nimshal, he says. The Neshama also screams every night to Hashem. After she may, if I remember correctly. In May Shorim, yeah, says they. You see over here in the order too, he says, Kshem should say, Kanal Yechidus. Says it, the whole mind. So then, fine. So he says, Vanesha Volakach, he's Dr. Vaita. No, Neshama screamed to Hashem. What does he scream? After she mays. Who's Ishi? Dr. Ishi, you Eshud. What's the Ishi? That's Eshud. The Av, Kishvei called the bottom of this Yud. Fire that I had, the spark of the flame of fire that I had to be included and to be lost and to lose myself. In Chochmi Law, Mace, I lost that Av. Sha'achshav Einli Av, so I don't have this Av. To understand what this means. Whatever. He lost the Av to be included in Chochmi Law, whatever that means. But this means a higher level of Av, I guess. And the one, the nation is called the one that's the king taking the debts. The creditor, right. It's come to take my two children for him for slaves. Who's the nation is also Meloshkin Ashani Elikim. The Abish made me forget what's the Lashon? It's called Amol, it's called Beisavi. He forgot his father's house, everything that he learned in his father's house. When he went down to Mitzrayim, yeah? That's what he's called some Menashe. Rebbe says that Golus makes you forget the previous state of existence. And there's Ephraim Losh Nifrani, I gained in Golus, fine. So upon the Vanesha says that the Koyal Nefesh Havayim is referring to the Nefesh Havayim. Sheveshkacha says Melakus. Makes me forget about the Eibishter. He makes me indulge myself in Ilam Hazeh. Who's the Neish Balakach Shnei Yilodai? What is he taking my two children? Heim Ha'ava V'Ayir. That's love and fear of Hashem. Kavur Betanya, Shamidis Nikroim B'Shem Tillis. Midis are considered children because they're born from the Meichin, from the brains. The main brain are called Imis, and this is called Tullis. The Ikra Midis Im Avavir. The main Midis is love and fear of Hashem. He takes my gefühl for the Eibishter, love of Hashem and the fear of Hashem. He takes for him to be slaves for him. La'avizors, li'yirizors. To have avizor, taifis, and li'yirizors. Something that takes a parnos or whatever. It's explained like this. What's
but the first one.
But
the first one, Ishi, yeah. When you said it's ahava, it's not the same as the.
And that's why I mentioned before that it's a higher level now. That's the whole you have to say. Unless it's repetitive. The Neis was a Shon of Shabayim, so Shkach says him Elikus. Besides that it makes me forget from the Ibsh Rates Lovat Chazshom Savira Belakus, he wants to nullify the love and fear of Hashem. The love and fear of Hashem. He rates Lekach Zavir Nafshalakis, she avoid Nafshabayim. He wants to take the love and fear of Nafshalakis, she becomes servants to the Nafshabayim. It's not just not loving Hashem, it's also loving our Ilam Haz. It's even worse.
It's not just the same thing. If you love something else, you can't love Hashem.
Yeah. That's already the second step. One thing could be how to leave the Meibishtin, how to leave the Meibishtin, how to have a little course, or how to have a Ilam Haz Eichnish. Here, not only doesn't he have a little course, he has a have to Dover Zor, to Nifrid, Tavi Vakish Nifrid. If he wants Tavis, it says a possible Tavi Vakish Nifrid. The Rebbe Shav, the Rebbe Rash explained. A person has taivas, it's really, he's a pirutel from Elikos, he's like nifrit from Elikos, yeah. So that's the time of the neshama. I lost everything, and the nation is coming, wants to make avizors and yidizors, it's big trouble. But Yemer the answers, Ma yesh chov abois. Eize kirch nishul l'chosh, in lev shabayim shlit alim. What do you have left over when lev shabayim doesn't rule over it? So she answers, in the shivchazor, Yemer kim osuch shoman. The only thing I have is a jug of oil. Nothing left over to her besides the etzem the kodesh and neshama. Pintlid. Shleima. Why is it called shemen? The shemen u'chochma. V'osach shemen u'khanisach chochma shebenefesh. Ein lev shabayim shlit aleh. And this, and the chochma shebenefesh, lev shabayim doesn't have the bittul l'kus l'gamri that the neshama the readiness from Siris Nefesh, kecham Siris Nefesh, avam esoteres. This. The which there is shade in soft. This Nafshabayim doesn't rule like it says in Tiny Pek. That's cool. He brings over in that thought.
But this Isha Tzaka, coming from where? It's from conscience or unconscious? Because we said she doesn't have Ava, she doesn't have Yav, so what's she screaming? And she has
screaming, you saying?
No, like from where it's coming. Because if I understand, but she says that she's she doesn't have a fire. It doesn't say the guf doesn't have fire. It says the neshama, I don't have a fire.
It's part of the neshama.
And I'm drawn to ahavat zarot. Right. So why am I asking?
There's the deeper level of the neshama that's not the avaviyid. It's the etzem neshama. That's what you're saying.
So it's the asur shemen that's crying.
You're asking a good question. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's the asur shemen. I hear you. If it's the asur shemen crying, so what do you have to say? I'm here. Of course he's here. Yeah. I hear you asking. Okay, that's what you're asking. It's obvious. Yeah. Okay. Understand. Yemen, he told them.
You don't have Shabbat.
No.
Who's the player in the middle?
Who's the player in the middle? He's going up.
The national kids up with Davana. The national Shabbat. Where the
different explanations. The touch in tiny and period. That's in the autumn. She mag not shall kiss no kokach ma baimis. Where the autumn? That's facts. Where the mensch bechlal. Yeah. Yemen the Chisha. Yeah. Yemen the Chisha came in chutz. He told the Abish tells the neshama borrow pots. Literal meaning in the Tanakh. From the outside, don't minimize in empty pots. What does this mean in Aveda? Shetasik potato with mitzvahs. Get involved, learn Torah, new mitzvahs. Shehem kelim le'ravai. The Torah mitzvahs kelit lekus. Shatei mitzvahs she says b'machshav hem kelim leikim b'li'avaviyid. Although the Torah mitzvahs she's going to do now are going to be empty kelim, which means kelim leikim without avaviyid. So the Rebbe says in the order, why is that avaviyid considered the kelim leikim? Oh, zim kiguf b'li neshama. The efsh shalachenim mikreim kelim leikim. It doesn't have a neshama. It doesn't have an avaviyid in it. The Kabbalah is alone, yeah. So it's not for why. Don't minimize in these kelim leikim. They're very important. You should pour on them the oil that you have. That's on the neshama. You should pour it then. It should be infused by what? By serving the Eibishter with the etzem and the neshama. Derech and Bord Tanya, like it says Tanya, Shekim, Ater Mitzvah, Tol Bezeh, She's Ketom, the Mitzvah, Snaf Shalavai. The fact that he does Torah mitzvahs that should last is dependent on the fact that he should constantly remember that he's ready to go give his whole soul to Hashem, his whole nefesh to the Eibishter. The Mitzvah is nefesh, home, mitzad, etzem and the neshama. And that helps him to overcome all taivas and everything. If he's ready to give over my whole nefesh, Al Rebbe's Cheshbon Tanya. If I'm ready to give over my whole soul, for sure I'm ready to overcome a small little taiva. Yeah. Tasa came. If you do so, Azai says the possible. No, the Abishah tells him, Azai atovanayich tichi baneser. You'll be able to live with the leftovers forever. That's the pashta meaning in the Nach. And he says, what's the tichi baneser? Ki yisener abomin acheshach. You'll have a great light which comes darker from darkness. This is going to go into this. Yisener, Baneser is Yisen, yeah. Yisener, they're going to have more light because he's not a level of Kelim Reikim, because he's not seeing Elokus Begoloi. That's going to bring him to a more level, a more figure, a more feeling of the Eibishter, which comes after Menacheshach. He's going to explain soon what's Yisener B'Menacheshach. When a person is B'Cheshach, you appreciate more the there's many types. He's going to say, he's going to touch right. There's two types in it, and he's going to go into it in the Hirsch Alpha in base. That's one touch can make ultimately. They should make sure do Torah mitzvahs, even though there's no Avav Yid, but you should do it. Yitzak the Kol Kelim Eila, should do it inside the Mesiras Nefesh. So that's one to show him. Which that he has. He has his readiness to do whatever the Eibusha wants, even though he has no feelings for it, but he knows this is the right thing and he's ready to do it. The eight Pish Kelim Reikim Al Tamiti. Another meaning in Kelim Reikim Al Tamiti is she's born in Altam Iti, she's born in Harbe. You should think a lot into this fact that he's an empty vessel. You should think about this fact that he doesn't have any das. He's not able to concentrate, to connect himself to the Eibishter. And doesn't have Yid and Avita from the Eibishter. And should be bitter about the fact that he's so far away from Hashem. And this Kelim Reikim Al Tamiti is going to shine, the Neshama should shine. The Maimer of Yisiftim Gan Eden, like Yeshiva said in Gan Eden, and that what? Oh, like Solomon Eden Mevachon Lechulu. A piece of wood that there's no fire, doesn't get caught up fire. You have to bang it. Goof it, Solomon Eden. Neshmos Mevachon like Solomon Eden. So to a body, goof down here. Which the neshama is not shining into it, you have to mevatish it, and then the Eir neshama could shine into it. The same thing here. Well, think of how he's a Kli Eikon, which he's making a bitush to himself, he's mevatish himself. Doesn't have to wait someone else to do it, he can do it on his own. That's going to help that the neshama will start shining. The same as not stam, he's going to have light. This air that shines through the mirror is the fact that he's a Kli Eikon. Is even greater than the air on its own. Like the advantage of light, which comes after when you have darkness, the light becomes a greater. He's still going to go into detail the two types of Yisner and Abom Necheshach. I touched on before. What's the difference with the first Yisner and Abom Necheshach and the second Yisner and Abom Necheshach? Two types of Kleidim and Mikmal Tamid. Now he said, "V'zau ato banaych tichi baneiser ato etzman neshama banaych and tichi b'rechim shebchol neshama tichi baneiser." You live with the neiser Yisner Abom Necheshach. Yeah, so he's saying here he touched banaych before he didn't touch banaych yet. Components, he's saying over here that the Ava here and the Etzman Neshama are going to gain from this state that he was in, that he lost his feelings. Now that he's got connected and reconnect in a deeper way, the Mikisner Abom Nacheshach. Shlema, so the Ram said, Shlema the Yisner Abom Nacheshach at Abanach Tichi Banes. The fact that we say he gets an advantage in the light because he was in the dark. Now the light is even stronger. La Pirush became Reikim Al Tamiti. According to the meaning that Ken Reikim Al Tamiti means she's being Harbeich Shukle Reikon, that he should think much. The Rebbe says in the order that it says Ken Reikim Al Tamiti doesn't mean Harbe, but it's Tzarching, it says the Lashon. But that's the way the Maimer says she's being Harbeich Shukle Reikon. They should have a lot of these bonus Isaac Reikon, and that's the Ken Reikim Al Tamiti. And that brings Yisner Abom Nacheshach, who Naili Yeser is a greater Yisner, Yisner Neser, Lapish, Kem Reik Matamid, she asked Peter Mitzvahs Avshem Bli Avaviyid. It's a greater Yisner, the Rebbe is saying, the second Taich is greater than the first Taich. The Yisner, according to the Taich, Kem Reik Matamid, she do Ter Mitzvahs, although there's no Avaviyid, there's a more Yisner Nacheshach. Why? The Hine, in the second Taich. Why? The Hine, Yisner Abom Nacheshach, Shnei Nyonim. With this that we say, there's Yisner Nacheshach, there's two concepts. One is Yisner b'gdei lahoyre sacheshach. In order to transform the dark, you have to have more light. You have to have a stronger light in order to bring it even in a dark place. We say light goes so far till a very far place. That shows that it's a very strong light. Yisner b'gdei lahoyre sacheshach. B'gdei lahoyre magchorochi rochik v'choshach b'yeser. Look, this is for sure understood. Yeah. In order to the tzorch leir gadol b'yeser. That's one touch. In order to reach a dark space, a dark situation, even there should become lichtig. You have to have a stronger light. Same thing we say that there's a greater light that a person attains when he's learning Torah mitzvahs, doing Torah mitzvahs, although he doesn't have avavir. So that's a greater light which is here in order to enlighten the dark. Why is he serving the Eibishter, learning Torah and doing mitzvahs, even though he has no avavira? Now he had to tap into that's one Neshama that's so much connected to Eibishter, no matter what, even has a feeling or not. It's not dependent on that. He has a atzmistic connection to Hashem, and therefore it's greater than the Keres HaGluyim, and he came to it only because he was in a state that he didn't have avavira. So that's Yisner Minacheshach. So that's one touch, Yisner Minacheshach. So it's very good. Sagresser ja normaler.
Yes,
Sagresser
nicht
der Cheshach immer gebeten. Ja, richtig. Yeah, that's he's going to say weiter, the other type. Just from the Erste Pshat. This is the same thing. The Erste Pshat, but it's all because he has to enlighten the dark, therefore he used a greater light.
Yeah. You need more light by day than by night.
To make a difference.
Yeah, by day you have a light now that's doing it.
Yeah, right.
So why saying inside the Cheshach you have a stronger order? You don't have a stronger
So in Ruchnis is a lot more understood, I think. In Ruchnis, in order to stay,
to be able to give light far away, you need
by day you don't need that. You don't need
a stronger light because it's dark.
Small light.
Yes, you need.
Just give light.
If you want to see far. If you want to see far.
If it's light,
that's the light. Was die Fenster?
Bij Tag, bij Nacht.
Bij Nacht. Hand in de Fenster in alle gassen was het.
If you have a small light, you're going to see light, but it's not going to help you much. You need a strong light to be able to see in darkness.
And by day?
By day, you don't need light. You don't need. You're not in a bad situation.
So because the darkness needs stronger than by day. It's not comparing to day. It's saying it's not.
Day is a good situation.
The Eibus is where that light fall. You need a big light.
Look, I'm roch geis, you need a bigger light. Rochik v'chashik. Rochik shows in spirituality is much more understood.
Right.
So I think the nimshal is more understood than the wash. Maybe. Yeah. So that's the first stage. The Eidin in Yisneim Nacheshech, another Taichin in Yisneim Nacheshech, another Inyan Yisneim Nacheshech. Shadei Ameridus Macheshech Hamaster Eris Borech. When a person feels bad, the fact that there's something dark covering over the Eibishter's light, covering over the Eibishter, Nimshach, he gains, Mipchinas Yoshech Cheshech Sisei, which that's Cheshech Shalamayla Me'er. He reaches the source of the Cheshech. When he feels bad from the matzav of Cheshech, he reaches, where does this Cheshech come from? It comes from the essence of Hashem, which is higher than Giluyim. This is higher than the Eir Godel, which is made in the darkest place, in the furthest place, a very dark place. He reaches the Cheshech Shalamayla Me'er. The essence of Hashem is not revelation. It's higher than revelation. And that's the source, really, of the Cheshech Lamata. Because if not, Cheshech would never exist if there would be a Cheshech in Elokus.
So what is
Like
it? The
Rebbe
level
says,
with Hashem? It's a level where Hashem
is higher than being revealed.
Within himself.
He's revealing himself. He doesn't have to be revealed. Revelation is already a step down. It has to be revealed, being known. It's not him. He is higher. So this he says, now we'll understand the advantage of Tichi Banesa that happens when a person thinks into the fact there's a Klirekon. The idea is that Klirekon Cheshech, Umagia, Lebchinas Cheshech, Shalamayla Me'er. Through the Meridus, from the fact there's a Klirekon, he delves into the Cheshech that he's into. Not like the first case. In the first case, in the first Pirush, he's doing good things. He's doing Tereh Mitzvah. That's on the Shomah. Here he's delving into the fact that he's in a matzah of cheshech, and he's feeling bad at that. He's in touch with the cheshech that makes him magia, makes him reach the b'chinas cheshech shalom aylam er, to the source of the cheshech, which is higher than the whole idea of it. That's what he's saying.
What's the point?
What's the point? You reach a much higher level of connection with Hashem.
But it's not meant to be revealed anyways.
Who said? The ultimate level is the Chesh Chatz Miyor. You want to connect with
Okay,
Hashem.
so that's something else. That you make that the Choshech Ba'atzmo Yayim. But this is here.
The Sheish
It says Yashet Choshech Sito. It's like you reach that level.
What if you reach that level? You connect with the essence of Hashem, which is higher than any revelation. Where is it? And let's say, where is it? Where is it? Where is this Chesh? Going up there with a spaceship?
No, the question: what does he do?
It
means that you
transform the whole person. He's connected now with the essence of Hashem, higher than any Giluyim. It's the essence of the Eibishter. Any a tzaddik has only connection with Giluyim of the Eibishter. About Tshuva, he's connected with the essence of Hashem. Because he tasted the Elam Hazeh, and he transformed it, he sees where it's coming from, he feels how he's lacking everything. Why is it about Tshuva, the Pashtus? Because he's not happy with where he is, and he wants to connect with Hashem. So what made him get this close, this thirst to Hashem? The Cheshech. So he's in touch with the Mokra of the Cheshech. So, like it says in the Pasuk, Tza'acho b'chutz. Where I find the Eibishter himself is Davka b'chutz. Davka because I'm in the outside, in the outskirts. There I can find the essence of the Eibishter. If I'm involved with the Elokos, they used to say, what's higher? When I'm more connected with the Eibishter, when I daven or when I eat?
Yeah, but you always say here, Zen, you see. Here we're talking about Choshech. There's nothing to see. What do you feel?
It's the ultimate existence. It's not just a picture, it's not just a seeing. You have to think itself. It's like anything we learn, anything we understand, we're only understand. It's the revelation of the thing. It's not the thing itself. We never get the thing itself. Chachma even is a revelation of the Eibishter. It's the way of understanding the Eibishter. It's not the Eibishter himself. Here he is in touch with the Eibishter himself. He has beyond any Gilui. That's the advantage. Yisneim na Cheshech is the aid that comes from Cheshech.
Always,
It's air, but which type of air? Cheshik air. Cheshik atzmi yoy. It starts shining.
Okay, so that's already a revelation.
It's a revelation.
No, it's
Mind
normally a
concealed.
revelation that
Of air,
he's condensed himself to be able to come, that we should be able to appreciate. There's sometimes, as he goes out from his, like he comes out. But really that is Chesha, because really it's not the way of light that we see. Not the way of light that we see. It's something that is very narichmo. Because sometimes that you prepare yourself, because you're going out according to the kingdom of the people.
You're satisfying with the A. You're saying if you have A, it's enough. The Alter Rebbe said, ich will nicht dein Gan Eden, ich will nicht dein Olam, ich will nicht dich allein. Dich und Efner allein. He wasn't satisfied with all these things. He wanted the Eibishter himself, the essence of Hashem. That we know that Al Tiyuk Avodim Sham Sarab Amnos L'Kabel Pras. What's the pras? The Ziv HaShechina is only a pras. It's only a bit. It's only a little bit. Saying the Eibishter himself is much higher. He's going to say this, the whole word of the Maim is going to reach to this level of the essence of Hashem. The ultimate level, the second pshat, that even the Kech Saguli, whatever, we're going to get to then. Okay. To understand, it's more beprotis. The questions I made, I'm not saying.
I'm
have to learn it.
It's hard to
grasp. Yeah.
No, we read the words we understand, but what does it mean?
Meaning
You
from
know?
it. Right.
I mean, because whenever you say choshech, it means that
It's not good.
I'm not saying it's not good,
You can't eat it.
but the whole point is to reveal here below.
No. What to reveal here? Did a lay is bottom. Lay latzmuse. What's the did? Atzmus adam darba did it. Very good. What are we looking for? The Eshel Ifnat Tzimtzum. Are we looking for even greater there? We're looking for the Etzim of the Eibishter. That's why do we come down here? Why do we need this whole circus? Being up there, coming down here.
Oh, that's the whole
That's
point. That's
Tesis
why it
Eir.
says in Bereshit, Koach Ma'asav.
Moshe takes us there. And Moshe, that should be Dir Latzmuse. We want to connect with the essence of Hashem. And being a neshama beguf, we should be able to connect with the essence of the Eibishter. That's the flaw. Milo was not a neshama beguf. It's not a big deal that it connects the essence of the Eibishter. Neshama mushanatzmus.
I said the expression, that we should have expression the Rebbe, like, okay, the fact that we heard about it, okay, even though we're not shayach, but
That itself elevates us.
there's something. Okay.
Look at the sun. You can see it.
He's
Black.
talking about
Yeah,
Rebbe,
it's
yeah.
It's too bright.
There's some people,
There's
the
always
Rebbe
the
would
same
smile to
sensation,
the
That's something
there's some
too
people
strong
the
there.
Rebbe would smile to them
Yeah,
and
yeah,
be
yeah.
unhappy.
Same idea.
So that was
The Rebbe was demanding by them. No Giluim. But really, because like the Rebbe said, since he's so close, it was a
Shemetz Minai.
Since he's so close, that's the reason I could push him away from me. The Rebbe didn't give him kosher bracha.
Oh, okay.
Mamish, it was,
Yeah.
The
I
Rebbe
went by,
answered,
but the Rebbe gave.
and the Rebbe told, someone asked, why is that? He said, because he's close. He's so close that to him I could be like that.
I remember the Rebbe gave me a bottle and he looked like this. He gave me a bottle. For bringing it.
Maska.
Yeah, well, for the yeshiva, whatever it was.
No. So you got another one.
No, but like this.
He's looking at the next person.
I don't know, whatever.
Listen, from the Rebbe, everything's good.
So I like that you should be feeling good that the Rebbe loves you more.
Smile to my father.
Beer in your front yeah, we have still time, some more time. Beer in your front so you van al pimash cause we could take stands according to what says not to not to vaneser who der masham razal pas glishes na khalas. What does it mean to live with the leftovers? Al der because I'll tell us lishes na khalas. The Eivish is nasi on the partial lishes na khalas. Who's pshat lishes na khalas and the mishimesim atzmi kishirain. He makes himself like leftovers. What is pshat? Rashon explains of the Nilkut the Shirayim Mema Makifim Shalom Mailam Yishtalshlis. Pashas Shirayim means that his bottle of is not worthy of anything. He's nothing. But there he explains Shirayim is Makifim Shalom Mailam Yishtalshlis. Shirayim is a level of Makifim which is higher than what's made in the Elam. The world doesn't come. It's not shining into the world. The world's not worthy of attaining this light. The Eish and Elam is Bipnimi is Water Buvad. The Ikre, the Shiraim is the Ikre God, not the way we think Shiraim is Arulavad. Shiraim Ikre Hamakifim Nishar Lamailo. That's Shiraim. In order we should get the Shirayim to Lamailo, idea bitl. Zel mishmeis matzike Shirayim. This is the pshat that the sheres tachos mishmeis matzike Shirayim. The shemeis matzike Shirayim keep shute bitl. Idea ze davko mamish chamakifim Shirayim. If he's bottle, if he feels himself like a nothing, like leftovers, then he gets leftovers Lamailo. If he serves the Eibush in a way that he feels he's a mitzis, he's somebody serving the Eibush Gang, even if it's the highest level of Aveda. But I'm sure because he's a mitzis, he's going to bring something which is shaykh to be made in a mitzis, which is a mukbul de kired. Is higher than mitzis, higher than mukbul. They're makif who dafka they have only when he has bittul. When he has bittul, it's not about me, it's about the Eibishter. Then the Eibishter himself gives himself over to him, shines into him. Kavur gam b'terei al apostle, this brings us from terei. Says Hashemayim kisi. He says the heavens are my cheer, the earth is my footstool. But who am I going to look at? He's a bias. Who am I going to look at? Who am I going to put my essence in? And on in Chiruach. He says, I'm sure she's Shamayim v'Oretz. What Shamayim v'Oretz? Shem Teit is Shamayim u'mitzvahs is Eretz. He's serving the Eibush, doing what the Eibush wants. He's learning, he's davening, he's doing. Who? Eir Pnimi, it's only Eir Pnimi. I'm Shamayim Kisi, the Adam Eling is made in the Shamayim, in the Oretz. Of Deila Ham Shchamakif, he's a bias game, the bias from Makif, Makif Himatz, Makif Rochik. There always says that the bias is a Makif Rochik, because the Levushim is Masim Elodam. Hashenk and the bias is Shlil, if you have to be Dafka Dal, whatever, that brings Rayas from Nigla also. Is why they are Bitl, that's only through Bitl, that's the only way to get it, is through Bitl on in Chiruach. This brings also the same posuk. Through the same word that he said that Shirayim is Makifim, that's the Taich also and the Chazal tells that it's going to cause Tchis HaMesim, till Tchis HaMesim. That's the Pashto Pshat. Chazal tells that they're going to be able to live with this oil that they poured from all the Kalim till Tchis HaMesim. So Taich is in Lukut Teireh. The Neser or Mashanishal Amayl B'Chnas Makif. What's Neser? What stays in the Ifn of Makif? Makif Atzmo or Makif Arochik. In Makif itself is the further or Makif, like you mentioned before, Bayis in the Teireh. It says Al-Dar here in Lukut Teireh says Makif Atzmo Makif Arochik Atik. The Arich or Makif Akorik, the Atik or Makif Arochik. Arich is Sheishan at Solim. It's not Arich. Everything is Bligvul. It's Arich. It's long. It's no Agbola. It's the Rotzen, but it's a Sherish to what he wants already, the Sfiris. Hashem Atik, the way is removed totally from Seder Shtalshlis. Makvarochik. And this we say that At Vanach Tichi Vanesim, Tichi Vanesim at Shich HaMesim. What's the connection of Nesim with Tchis HaMesim? But Tchis HaMesim, why they tell the not of Matik? Because who's going to make Tchis HaMesim? The Afka, the tell the not of Matik, the Afka, the Gile of Atik, that causes Tchis HaMesim. Whatever the beer is. There's no sense smoking for a Heipchelakus. In Arich, so to speak, there's a sense smoking for Elamis at the end of the day. So male is smoking for Metzias. Mashiach said Atik, there's no sense smoking for Heipch. The male, everything is alive. Even the mace becomes chai. Fine. This is the mile of Tichi Banes, Shabbat Amiris Mizashu Klideiko, and it goes back to our Maimer. This is the advantage of Tichi Banes, which comes through the Meriris Mizashu Klideiko. That's the Pirush Hasheni, became Reik Maltamiti. That he should think a lot how he's a Klideiko, and he should be bitter about it. So this way is greater than there's also a Nesa that he gains through learning Torah mitzvahs, doing mitzvahs. Although he doesn't have Ave V'yireh, that's the Pirush HaRishim Kelim Reik Ultimately. You should have empty vessels without Ave V'yireh. You should serve the Eibishter, learn Torah, do mitzvahs, even though he doesn't have Ave V'yireh. But there's an advantage Dafka in Tichi B'Neser when he's the Meriris, which comes from the fact that he's a Klid Eikon, has a greater advantage over the Tichi B'Neser from the learning doing mitzvahs without Ave V'yireh. Why? Ki hayisr neser. The advantage that we say, bazeh, the fact that he's mitzvahs kam shein Ave V'yireh. What's the advantage with this that he's learning doing mitzvahs even though he doesn't have Ave V'yireh? Who is she'oz kima Torah mitzvah shalei koshem kechem sirs nefesh. Now he connects his learning Torah and doing mitzvahs with the Mesiris Nefesh. That's man neshama, which is higher than Eil. It's a very high level of Eil. It's higher than the Kechas Aglim Avavir. It's the Etzem Neshama. So the Churi tapped in the Etzem Neshama. Avon Mikoma came still in Al Kim Shadeis Kater Mitzvahs. Since through learning Ter doing Mitzvahs Gam Shkim Ter Mitzvah Dish Zeichen Mitzvahs Nafshavai. Even when he's doing Ter Mitzvahs, because he remembers that he has to give himself over to the Eibishter. He's ready to give himself over to the Eibishter, and that's his real essence of his existence. That he's ready to give himself away for Hashem. But Einim is bottom mitzvah. Lapel is not losing himself. Why doesn't he lose himself? Because he's doing it because he wants to. He wants to learn Teina, do mitzvahs.
And that should become like the Avot, like Merkava.
Yeah.
Or if you train yourself like the Admor Rashab, that you cannot do anything
Impossible not to. Any yochel, not any reitz, any yochel. So if you bring the order from the Rabbi, he brings a whole shaila in the order 31. Hagam, how do we say that it's told about saying the Lechor, it's Mesiras Nefesh. Mesiras Nefesh is beside. So Hagam, the Teva, 31. Hagam, the Teva, Mesiras Nefesh, B'kol Echad Ech Yisrael. Holei mitzad harot shalei neshini yochel liport chad shalom achdus yisborech. Brings some of. It's not because they want to connect with Eibishter. It's not because it's comfortable. I like it. It's geschmack. It's impossible not to be separate from the Eibishter. So he answers, Hine zel kshabol Mesiras Nefesh bepeil. She'oz misgal say yichidah shalei. Only when Mesiras Nefesh bepeil, then we say that's because ain't a yochel yiporit. Because then it's revealed in yichidah. Yichidah, the pshat, what's that yichidah? Yichidah means as there's no other choice, there's no other existence. But if he doesn't come to Mesiras Nefesh, he's not actually giving his life away. It's only he's remembering his Mesiras Nefesh. He's going to help him out. When a person remembers that he's ready to give himself away, and that helps him stand against his Yitzhar. Who shareit lam negitz? He's dissecting the Mesiras Nefesh. There's Mesiras Nefesh bepeil, and then there's Mesiras Nefesh bekeach. He's zeichen Mesiras Nefesh.
Bepeil is only to be Moser Nefesh Mamash. This is all. There's no other thing.
Yeah. Then
if he wants to do an avera and he doesn't do it, it's not Mesiras Nefesh bepeil.
Right. It's only zeichen Mesiras Nefesh.
Because he's thinking about himself.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go on Mesiras Nefesh. What's the Alter Rebbe explain? I am ready to go on Mesiras Nefesh, right? But I'm ready. That means me. And that I can do. Again, it's his Metzias, it's still there. How why we should know about that,
but he's saying a word over here. You're putting in that the B'schiris of Mesiras Nefesh is also Reitza.
Yeah.
כל עוד הוא לא מסר את המסירות, את גופו בפועל, זה לא...
הוא במציאות שלו.
זה שאימת נגד יצרי, על די שרייצה, למה נגד זה? Because he wants to stay
נגד. אימת נגד יצרי is רייצה, אבל nicht schiris am Mesiras Nefesh is רייצה.
That's what helps
that is he's reytze lamed neged Yitzchak. He's using the Mesiras Nefesh to be able to stand against the Yitzchak.
Good. Is the chaps that in the etzem is chilas am Mesiras Nefesh is eiget reytze lim Mesiras Nefesh?
No, it's not.
He's not Mesiras Nefesh yet.
Oh, that's the word.
He's not Mesiras Nefesh yet.
Right.
So he's only reminding himself, I'm ready.
Etzem, I'm ready no matter what to jump in the fire. Memele, now I want, it's past me that I should go now. So
but until he's actually
doing it is all
jumps into the fire, then he hasn't, it's not something.
Then he doesn't make a chesh.
It's the difference between Rabbi Kiva and Avraham, you know?
Rabbi Kiva said, "Must you have him?" And I'm shaking. Avraham said, "The Medarv."
It was also his son. It wasn't for him. It was for. It's even a higher level.
To give away his son also is a higher level. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, but that was before he was Mesiras Nefesh. His whole life was Masi Avalad Akemano, but it came to Lepeil. Mistam was Eni Yochel. It was also a Reitza. Because here he's making.
So it goes back a bit what I said. It's like Avraham Avinu could not do anything else. So it's like if you remove the Avot, it's like you remove the Bchira from them, because the whole body is conditioned to do the will of Hashem. He doesn't think not to. It doesn't even come. His body goes naturally to do.
Right.
You know, just like in the morning, automatically you wash your hands and you don't think about it.
There's automatic that's mitzvah nashim alavad also. Not everything is all. And it's done. לכן, גם המשוך שנמשך מלמעלה על ידי זה, הגיל לעצם השם שבזה, let's go back that line. הגיל לעצם השם שבזה, הוא רק כמי ששייכס לככס הגלויים. He doesn't lose himself when he's learning Torah and doing mitzvahs. It's only to infuse the Torah mitzvahs, he's remembering that's when the Shom. It's not the Etzem Shom Kemei Shuv. The Adesha Zeichen him says, Avshal Avayshim said, Etzem Shom, Harot Shleb Torah mitzvahs, but take of God, he's more interested to do what he has to do. He's not living in the Mesiras Nefesh. It's Mesiras Nefesh HaShayach L'Kechs HaGluim. Fine, okay. So it's not really Etzem Shom Mamish. V'lechein Gam HaMshoch Hashem Shechs L'Mayla Yidei Zeh. Therefore, what does he bring to himself? L'Maylo is also who Eish L'Mayla Mishtalshlos Kemei Shul Shayach L'Ishtalshlos. It's also the Eish L'Mayla Mishtalshlos, the way Shayach L'Ishtalshlos. The Bechol to Makiv HaKorev Arich. In general, this is the Makiv HaKorev, that's a Makiv Take. It's hard to say L'Ishtalshlos, but it's Eish L'Mayla Mishtalshlos Kemei Shul Shayach L'Ishtalshlos. I realize the Eish is greater than me. Therefore, I want to give myself up for him. I want to connect to him. I want to do what he wants from me. Therefore, what's going to be in this gala? The Eish L'Mayla Mishtalshlos, but Shayach L'Ishtalshlos. It's not that's the Eish. Mashengo Yisn Shnai said there Heg Shva Miris Mizeshu Klireikon. The advantage that happens through a person feeling bitter from the fact that he's a Klireikon. Mikim Shadei Zeh whom is battle Mimtziyuse. It's not about me. He's disgusted with himself. He's not happy with himself. He's bitter with himself. That reveals the essence of the neshama to its heart and kicks agluim. Now that is obam shach shem shach zadei zemulamaylo. So too, what does he draw down from lamaylo? Since he reached a place which is essence of the neshama heart and shach kicks agluim, he's also going to bring lamaylo also the essence of the Eibusha. The shemari ba'atzim shuklireikon she'im bei shumayla has nothing to him. V'kumishirayim bein adavar mutan neiser. He feels that he's a nothing. There's nothing to him. There's nothing to him. He has nothing is complete. So what is he going to gain? He's going to gain. I'm sure the essence of the Eibusha, the makifim. Like I said before, that he's going to gain to the level of makif harochik, which is the essence of the Eibusha. Hard and say the shtalshlos in ganz. Yeah.
Practically, what's better to do? The first one, you don't have to be be'emes, you just have to do.
It has to be be'emes, so that's one neshama.
No, the first one, Torah mitzvot.
Torah mitzvot, yitzakta kol ha'kelim eile.
So continue, even though you don't have ava.
You have to give shemen.
I understand, but you have no ava and ira, continue, just continue. That's what he tells you.
Yeah, but he says to do it, so that's one neshama.
If you have no ava v'ira.
That's one neshama.
Okay, so that's that. But the second one has to be be'emet. Who can say, be mitbonen how far you are from Hashem.
Yeah.
You have to be be'emet. How many people can say that they are be'emet?
They both have to become be'emet. I think. Maybe I'm wrong.
The second be'emet is much harder.
It's hard. It demands more.
The first one is practical. You have
natural.
to do. Not natural. You force yourself, you do it. Okay, whatever
it's
you...
It's not just forcing. It's a recognition that I don't have another choice. This is the real thing. That's what the Zeichen means. I remember that this is my life. I don't have anything else in my life. And therefore, I do what Eibusha wants from me. Then that's the first thing.
That's what going to Torah mitzvah.
Yeah, it helps. That pushes me. That I really want to do Torah mitzvahs. We're not speaking. He calls it kelim reikim, but then he says v'yatzakta al kol ha'kelim eila the shemen. So then you're gonna live a higher plane, and there's even more a higher level that the person feels that he's nothing. That makes
but you have to feel be'emet that
you're
not.
Sure,
That I'm nothing, you're nothing.
Which is harder to do, resist never the foil, or it's never every section.
Like a what?
They do, but just after the foil mamish.
Next week here.
The whole life, every minute.
It's much harder.
It's much harder. It's harder to live with it as a devil.
No, to be mitvonen is harder all the time.
Yeah.
Also, shelo yavo yedei atzvut, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's in Tanya.
Yeah.
You have this merius all the time. It's not lo kol moach savidah.